Whitney Hall. Steelers offside. Humphries goes deep, and it is incomplete for Sean Jefferson. And now we've got some pushing and shoving back at the 10-yard line. Has there been an inordinate amount of pushing and shoving and jawing and contact after the plays?
Well, at this point, it's strange, and I know that Bill Cowher is not very happy about what he sees out there. He's got a 2-touchdown lead, and the last thing he wants is...
We have a 5 and 15, 5-yard penalty against the defense, offside. We have an ejection of number 77 out of the game.
Yep. And I think it was for kicking. That was one of the signals that I picked up from the official.
Now you can see Bill Cowher saying to him right there, what sense does this make? The score is 20-6. We're winning.
Yard line. Sims swing out to Bunch. And Bunch fights his way to the 50 and is ridden out of bounds by John Roper after a gain of 3. And then there's activity on the sideline, but no flag.
Well, yeah, there is a flag.
Oh, yes, there was. Yeah, Marcus Paul and Mark Ingram.
Ingram throws a right hand.
They could be throwing either
Ingram threw a big
or one or the other out of the game here.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 82 offense, 15-yard penalty. It was an elbow and a disqualifying foul.
He's out of there.
Repeat first down.
Wow.
Not a smart play by Mark Ingram.
This situation. First down for the Raiders inside the 15. The throw to Willie Gault. And Gault, who will be remembered on this day for starting things in the wrong direction for the Raiders by muffing a reception. It went to the arms of an eager eagle. And Andy Harmon's been into some little push and shove for the last 2 plays. Harmon, the second-year defensive tackle from Kent State.
Continuing action fouls after the play is over. Number 64 for Los Angeles Raiders is ejected. Number 91 for Philadelphia is ejected. The result of the play is a second down at the 6-yard line.
Geez, if they throw them out, there might be fights all over the place here. Get both these teams' players on the bench.
Second and goal on the 8-yard line with under a minute to play. And Rodney Hampton breaks one tackle, heading for the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. That's his second touchdown of the game. That gives him 9 on the year. And the Giants rolling it up. And now the players are rolling on the ground. Frustrating loss for the Packers, who played well enough in most cases to win. Mike Holmgren will have to live with mistakes until this team gets straightened out. Packers have the Eagles next week in Milwaukee, and Randall Cunningham scheduled to come back as the Philadelphia quarterback.
We have unsportsmanlike conduct against both teams. Number 65 for the Giants is kicked out of the ballgame. Number 50 for Green Bay is kicked out of the ballgame. The penalties offset. Extra point.
You called that shot, didn't you, partner? Offsetting penalties after all of that. Holland and Oates are thrown out of the game with 49 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
Rolling of the dice. Young hit as he lets go, and it's intercepted again by Ron Woodson. Ron Woodson with another pickoff, and he laterals to Johnson. And Johnson still on his feet. Goes out of bounds, and a penalty will be against San Francisco. And now we have a melee going on that is quickly quelled by the officials. That's twice now, though, that Ricky Waters has gotten involved in a late hit after an interception. He has got to control himself on the football field. Dan had and we had.
Out of bounds, number 32 on the offensive team.
You know, the interesting
15
thing.
yards from the dead ball spot. Number 32 is disqualified from the game.
He's out of the game. Boy, you talk about a lack of discipline, a lack of control, and
Potts, who's been very effective on this drive, hitting straight ahead, goes to the 8-yard line. Chuck Klingbeil made the stop, and now some extracurricular activity after the play was over. And now flags come out. Marco Coleman. So the Colts starting now to get their offense in sync. He and Potts were tangled up, and the personal foul against Coleman plus the ejection.
Right at the end of the play, number 90.
Whoa. Is that what you call a roundhouse right?
Not a good punt. It does get a Phoenix roll, and Megan picks it up. Downfield coverage forces him out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And a flag is down as well. Dave Duerson was the first man down for the Cardinals.
Real late flag thrown on the sidelines well after the play was over.
That's the field judge, Richard Reels. Now here's
Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 83 on Phoenix.
was on Anthony Edwards.
15-yard penalty will be enforced from where the run ended. Number 83 is disqualified. He's ejected from unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 83 on Phoenix.
Was on Anthony Edwards.
15-yard penalty will be enforced from where the run ended. Number 83 is disqualified. He's ejected from the game. Timeout.
Oh, he's being held and tugged and everything. And at the end of the play, he goes up to the official, complaining to the official, and then gets the flag, and then gets tossed out of the game. Unbelievable.
1:22 left in the third. First and 10 from the 12. Moon complete to Jeffries. Jeffries fights his way across. Did they call it a fumble?
That's a fumble.
And it's a touchback.
Yes.
Flag on a play. Hayward Jeffries trying to display good second and third effort, but loses the ball. And I believe Jesse Solomon came over, but you know what? The ground wouldn't cause. I mean, the ground can't cause a fumble. I'm surprised.
The knee is down.
On the play. Recovered in the end zone for a touchback. It'll be a first down on the 20-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct on number 68, Atlanta.
Watch the knee. The knee is down. The knee is down. The ball's not out. Now the football comes out. That's a bad call by the officials. They've been on the ball all day. These are hard plays to call. You're sometimes out of position. Hayward Jeffries going for the extra effort. His knee is in fact down. The football does come out after that point.
Number 68 is disqualified.
Well, Mel Agee, is that correct? Is that Mel Agee that has just been thrown out of the game?
As well. Yes, they did. Oh, listen to him. Yes, they did. That was it, huh? That's the embellishment, huh? I would never do that. A fine quarterback, James. Yeah, well, see, I didn't know any better until our director, Craig Silver, had come in to ask why Costello was so quiet. Well, the net effect of all of that, we'll find out exactly which player was thrown out of the game. The extracurriculars have been ongoing here, and although Sam Weich's team trails 27-10 with 10 minutes and 1 second remaining, I guess this is what he was looking for. He was looking for his guys to step up to the plate and be most like it was Hardy Nickerson. Oh, no. Hometown guy.
Here's why. Steve Wisniewski, there was a fight after the extra point.
Well, heaven, that involved John Lynch. Live, and in the playoff picture as Jeff Hostetler goes down on one knee. So Archell, who had different victory being the uptick notion. And yet another flag.
Personal foul. Defense. Personal foul. Offense. Number 65 is ejected.
Well, if that's the case, if they're looking for vultures, they're heading toward the broadcast booth there, Dennis.
Hand and all sorts of other problems. And then, in effect, he didn't play for 2 more seasons because of the elbow and back problems. And we've got flags. Oh, we have 4 flags because of a little skirmish between Hayes and D.J. Johnson. 4 flags came in.
Well, Hayes was involved earlier. Jonathan Hayes, a lightning rod early on here in this ball game. A guy who's really blossomed as a receiver for Kansas City. Then going to play.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 44. He has been ejected.
Whoa, that hurts.
First down.
That hurts your team. Get ejected. He is one of the fine cornerbacks.
I think this is a request for an explanation.
Yeah. Well, that's what happened when 4 flags are thrown. I suspected that it might be a little bit more than your normal unsportsmanlike conduct or personal foul penalty. And